There has been some conflicting evidence as to whether, how addictive screens are, but the majority of the research shows that there is a level of addiction that happens. There are those 1,000 engineers or 10,000 engineers that are working and vying for our kids' attention, whether they be 8 or they be 18. They want you to stay on, they want you to scroll longer. That is how the advertising dollars come in for them. And that's the goal. Right? So no matter how conscious or mindful you are, right? No matter the sort of how your brain is wired, we are all pretty much vulnerable to this idea that we get on. And unless we're mindful, when we get on the screen, unless we're mindful in advance of the power button going on and the scroll starting, we can get lost in it. It happens to all of us, right? So I think that we actually need to explicitly teach our kids of all ages how to use their technology mindfully. And what that might look like is, listen, before you open TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or even reach for your phone, determine a time limit for yourself. Right? Of course, there are a million different apps that you can use now to make your phone shut off or make your apps shut off. But I think this needs to be done, but you can override those. So this needs to be done consciously by the kids, and you need to have their buy-in, right? And you can say to them and I think we have a mindful technology printable that we once put out, and one of the activities was to write down the goal of why you're using the device before you use the device, because this is shown to help you use it mindfully. So we're not saying get rid of technology. It's not going anywhere, obviously, but how can they use it mindfully, and give them really, really specific examples. And then for some kids, it even helps them to do a mood meter before they go on and after they go on, and you keep that log for a week or two. So it's like, how was I feeling before I went on social media? And then how was I feeling after? How was I feeling before? How was I feeling after? A lot of psychological research, they use self-report of mood to determine whether something is useful or not. And it's a good metric.